Hey, it's Bree. It's currently a Friday when I'm sitting down and I'm just digesting and processing this amazing feeling that I've had that I didn't even realize was happening. It's been a revelation, and I'm sitting here. I'm glammed up. I'm getting ready to go do a girls' night out thing, and the thing of it is, usually Friday evenings are Mama and Jude date, and it's something that I created or thought up or dubbed. Maybe when he was in preschool even, but it's been years. Usually Friday after Mom's work week, it's Mama and Jude. We go do something together, and the concept was to focus on him. The irony is that truly until I got sober, I wasn't doing that. And even a little bit after, I would take I remember taking him and a friend to the Burger King play place, and I brought along my coffee thermos with wine. And I brought sushi for myself because I was trying not to eat the Burger King, whatever. And so I joked and I glamorized it by saying, well, you can't have sushi without wine. But really, what it was Brie can't be out doing kid oriented things without having some sort of drink, was really what it was. And it kind of hit me like a frying pan to the head just today or yesterday. I was like, holy shit. Jude has a vocal concert coming on next Tuesday. I'm not dreading it. Like, I think the realization was, okay, so I've had this Friday night event planned. I gotta keep this short so I can get going to it. I've had it planned for almost a month, I think. And Jude came home and said that the music teacher had moved the date from the Tuesday to today, the Friday. And I was like, I was seriously in a panic because not only does it count for some part of his grade, but I want to go see him. He's been working on these songs, he's been singing them at home. And I was like, wow, that's a change because historically I would dread it. I would ask him if he really wanted to go or not. I would give him the option to not go. I'm just being real here, keeping it totally real. I just hated having to go do something outside of my home. And that meant more than 2 years ago. I've been sober for 2 years now, but more than 2 years ago, it meant having to go do something and prolong my nightly drinks, whatever it was I was drinking, typically wine. And last year, I was sober last year, and I still remember during the school year, stuff like that, it just caused me a lot of anxiety. I just didn't want to be around a lot of people at once. I work full time, and so having to be on for somebody else is kind of a thing. And I just want to come home and veg out and just retreat to my little space. But I was genuinely disheartened when he thought he was wrong, so we're all good. But he thought that it was Friday. I was like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna make this work? I cannot be in two places at once. And it's just an interesting feeling to be able to come full circle like that. And also to have self pride, to be cognizant of the fact that I don't dread going and doing things with him or for him. We have been very active in Cub Scouts this past year. In wrestling, I actually joined the wrestling board as treasurer, and it's like, who is this girl? And it's just crazy that honestly, I no longer have to be drunk just to hang out with my kid. And sometimes if I think about it too long and too hard and, start kind of perseverating on things that I've done and moments that I've let slip by, I do get really tearful and regretful that I have missed parts, and there will be little things, moments in time that I will just never remember because I drank at least a bottle of wine a night. And Jude knows, and I've been very transparent with him about my sobriety, and I trust, he's not here to ask, but I believe that he feels my presence more. Um, I'm still a busy mom and I'm running a business from home in addition to working my full time job, but I make it a point to catch myself when he's talking to me and I have my phone up to set my phone face down and look at him and be present and be aware. And I remember when he was, 4, 5, and 6, I just couldn't wait for him to go to bed because I just wanted so badly to be in my own zone, able to have my own space and my own thoughts. And it's irony again, being able to wake up without a hangover, and so then I can wake up early enough to have my own time and sit in silence and process things and journal and ruminate and meditate and get ready for the day. It's an amazing, amazing thing. I wonder if you can relate to any of this, or if you, maybe it's not even a sobriety thing, but it's something where you're like, wow, I haven't been as fully engaged with my child or children, and I haven't been fully present, and I'm finding that I'm missing out. I don't know. Can you feel me? I think in today's society, especially working moms, but parents in general, everything's so fast paced, and we want instant gratification. We got to get to where we're going. We're always in the hustle, right? And I think it's really important that our kids know that we're here and we're listening, and also that we care about what they're doing. I kind of had an epiphany, and you can find it on my blog, and you can find it elsewhere. I've talked about how I left my full time RN director job, took about a $10,000 annual salary pay cut in order to work in our hometown here and work at the hospital and be more available. And when I listened to that tug and pull on my heart, it was kind of I have these like flash forwards sometimes, and it was kind of oh shit, Jude soon will be in middle school, and I don't want to be the parent who's always so busy at work that I'm missing signs and signals of stuff going on at home. And maybe it was a little bit fear based, but also it was just this panging and this longing to be around my child more. I genuinely missed him. And, I missed him during the day when I was an active alcoholic, but then my actions didn't reflect that. So I really started listening to my soul more. I was able to hear my own inner voice. Does that make sense? So once I quit drinking, I was like, oh, just something's out of alignment. I don't love this grind, this commute, this whatever. And I was starting to replace time with gifts, because my love language is gift giving, and I didn't want him to equate mom being gone with me just giving him material possessions. So I listened to that gut feeling, and I started working here in town. I was working 2 or 3 12-hour shifts a week, and then a door opened, and now I can work in outpatient and surgical services, and I'm back to Monday through Friday. And so things are just in alignment. There's a lot more cohesion with our little family unit, and I'm able to definitely be more present. And there are more days than before that I can pick him up from school or take him to school. I can hear about his day. I'm engaged. I know what's going on with him. And I'm not saying any of this to toot my own horn. I'm just really coming on to share, like, holy shit, guys. I actually don't have to be boozing it up in order to be enjoying time with little people. And it's just like, whoa, this is a cool feeling. So I hope that you can get to that spot if you're not there. And I'm walking proof that there's hope for you. And I'm here for you always. Sobriety is a very individual journey, but I think we can all link arms and kind of commiserate about some of the similarities, and just be a sounding board for each other, because we got to have people that lift us higher, right? And keep us accountable and keep us dreaming and keep us moving ahead. I really, truly believe that. And that's where my whole MO, #live on purpose, came from. You know it. I'm here. Also, check out those gummy bears. Also, #momlife, right? Okay, thanks so much for listening, and I hope you identified with something in here, and if nothing else, just give me a mom high five if you're out there living the dream, washing little people's clothes, and making dinner for people who are not yourself.